Today I'd like to talk about installing a magnetic latch on an outside gate. It can be a real bummer when you come home from a hard day at work, only to find out the gate to your backyard is standing wide open, and your dog is lounging around in the front yard waiting for you to get home. This has happened to me on more than one occasion, back when I had these mechanical latches on my gates. To fix this problem, I decided to use magnetism. That's always reliable. I took off that mechanical latch, threw it away, and installed two giant magnets. I got the magnets from Harbor Freight. Each one of the magnets is capable of lifting 150 pounds, and coincidentally, two of these magnets was cheaper than the mechanical latch I threw away. However, the next item that you need to buy, and you might want to sit down for this, is a roll of 1-inch Teflon tape. This company charges $48, but this is an extremely useful tape to have around the house. It will stick to just about anything, and I haven't found a chemical yet that will affect it. It even shrugs off MEK. Okay, let's start building. The actual magnet is this black stuff in the middle, and it's surrounded by heavy-duty steel. The magnet is recessed, so this will allow us to drill some holes into the steel. Drill the holes large enough to allow you to use a number 10 Torx head deck screw. This is how we're going to mount our magnets. Okay, like all magnets, these magnets have a north pole and a south pole. So as you can see, actively lining up both north poles will push the magnets away from each other, and in turn would prevent your gate from closing. To fix this, simply turn one of the magnets over. Now you'll see the magnets are very attracted to each other. As a matter of fact, they're so attracted, I can't pull them apart. Instead, I have to pry them apart. And this could pose to be quite a problem when you try to open your gate. This is where you're going to break out your Teflon tape. As anyone who's cooked on a Teflon pan knows, Teflon is very slick, so it will help the magnets slide away from each other. But the primary advantage the tape provides is it prevents the metal from both the magnets from touching each other. And as you apply multiple layers of tape, you start to build up a small distance between the two magnets. That distance has a considerable effect on the attraction between the two magnets. You want more attraction? Use less tape. Less attraction? Use more tape. And regarding the cost of that tape, I tried several other types of tape before I decided to spring for the expensive stuff. None of the other tapes worked. Okay, time for the test. They still stick to each other, but I can actually pull them apart now. Now that the magnets are ready, it's time to do some woodworking. The fence boards on the gate normally rest in the middle of the post. So let's mount a 2x6 on the gate, so we have a surface on the gate that's flush with the post. I don't have a helper today, so I'm going to have to do this in 2 steps. Temporarily tack the 2x6 on. Go to the other side and attach the fence boards to the 2x6. Then remove my temporary screws on the other side. Now we'll be taking a second 2x6 with one of the magnets temporarily mounted where the post is. Mark the 2x6 where you're going to need to cut it. This is our goal. The first 2x6 for flushness is here. These are our magnets. Here's the new 2x6 we're installing. This is the gate post. And this is where I marked for the cut. Notice that the 2x6 will now hang over and touch the gate post. This means while closing the gate, the 2x6 will take the shock of the gate slamming shut. At this point, your magnets take over and they just hold the gate closed. Remove your temporary magnet, make your cut. Install the 2x6 on the post side. Then do it on the gate side. Reinstall the magnet on the post side using your 4-inch screws. Your holes are already pre-drilled because you temporarily installed the magnet earlier. Now, this part's kind of important. The screws holding these magnets in place are driven into wood. Wood is compressible and stretchable material. Magnets continuously pulling on them will stretch the wood out a little bit. This means your magnets would make hard contact with each other, making the gate more difficult to open. So, before installing the second magnet, I make a temporary spacer out of cardstock. Tape it into place between the two magnets. Place the second magnet against the first magnet. Oh, I had it upside down. They were pushing against each other. Let's all pretend I did that deliberately for purposes of this video. Anyway, your mount holes on the second magnet are very close to the end of the board. So make sure you pre-drill the holes for your screws so you don't split the wood when you install the mounting screws. You'll notice within a couple inches the magnets actually pull the gate closed. Once you know everything's good, install a large washer underneath the eye hook screws. There you have it, one fully installed magnetic gate latch. Now going through your gate can be a hands-free operation. Unfortunately, now your dog's not going to be too happy with you. He has to stay in the backyard. Well, thanks for watching.